The share market closed higher today, adding 39 basis points or 0.5% after setting a 50-day low. Let's go straight to Kevin Johnson, Executive Director at Argonaut. Kevin, thanks for joining us this evening. What can we take away from the share market today?
Well, it was a good day, thankfully, because we've had 4 horrible days where the market fell quite substantially from recent highs. But you've got to put it in context. We've had 7 up days prior to that, so we've eventually returned back to where we were.
Medibank has been dealt a large blow, made to put aside $250 million in capital by the regulator over that cyber attack. What's this going to mean? How's it going to affect the company?
Well, it certainly affected the share price today. It was down 4%, finished down at $3.44. But this issue of cybercrime obviously is the scourge of our economy at the moment, and it certainly has been something that's been hanging around Medibank for quite some time. It happened in November. There's been class actions, there's been shareholder issues, they've been doing remediation, and APRA have stepped in and said make sure there's plenty of capital there to make sure that people realise that Medibank's in a strong position.
A new report is showing Australia's economy will become one of the weakest in the Asia Pacific. Is it surprising, firstly, or is this something that we should have been expecting?
Well, it was a surprise to read that, actually, because you know the Australian economy is doing quite well. Commodity prices are high, and they look like they should remain that way as China slowly unlocks itself and the world heads towards decarbonisation. So it is a surprise that it happened. But then again, who knows? Maybe it's because inflation, the threat of higher interest rates, that is flowing on from that, and we'll get a readout on that tomorrow with the CPI data due out tomorrow.
Looking forward to that. Finally, Kevin, before I let you go this evening, how are the US futures looking?
Well, they're looking good as well, so I carry on from today. And I've noticed this is a trend in world markets recently. Australia tends to lead the way where it used to follow. So the early signs are good. Dow futures are up 110, S&P futures up 0.4%.
Kevin Johnson, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Michael.
Let's have a check of the weather now with Olivia Donaldson. Live some chilly temperatures this morning in our capitals.
Michael, Perth shivered through its coldest morning in 7 years. The city dropping to just 0.7 degrees, only 0.4 of a degree warmer than those in Canberra. I'll have your forecast coming up soon. Welcome back. A cold air mass across WA made for some sub-zero temperatures across the state, but it is mostly sunny in Perth, a different story to what's happening in our other capital cities. The cloud band across the Kimberley and interior of the country has triggered several months of rain in the past few days in some parts. Yulara Airport near Uluru saw almost 65 mils in a 48-hour period, nearly 4 times its June monthly average, and the wettest June days in almost 2 decades. The cloud band is why it's been a little overcast in some of our capitals, and it will be similar conditions tomorrow with plenty of rain around. Partly cloudy and 24 the top in Brisbane, showers in Sydney reaching just 14, 11 degrees and rain for Canberra, a chilly 13 in Melbourne with up to 4 mils in the gauge, 10 degrees in Hobart with a shower or 2, more rain for those in Adelaide, a mostly sunny Wednesday in Perth and some wet weather for those in Darwin with a max of 33 degrees. Looking ahead to Thursday, overcast again in Brisbane, 23 at the top, mostly sunny in Sydney with a medium chance of showers. A chilly start in Canberra, -1 degree, cloudy and 13 in Melbourne, just 12 degrees in Hobart with up to 8 mils of rain. More showers in Adelaide, a partly cloudy 17 degrees in Perth, and the wet weather will continue for those in Darwin. So plenty of rainfall across the country this week and some bitter overnight minimums too. Jenna.
Time to rug up. Olivia Donaldson, thank you. And that is Nine's late news for this Tuesday. Join us at 5 o'clock for the Today Show tomorrow. My name's Michael Genovese. Enjoy your evening. Good night.